the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Looking to throw right away, Pickett. And incomplete to open things up.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pickett now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final time.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll throw again with Pickett. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Pickett back to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he steps away. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start out here with the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops him. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Harris on the draw. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 30, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. On the move past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Harris running straight ahead. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Pickett will look to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Aaron Sipas now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. .35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 44, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Up the middle they go with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Claypool with another catch. Second and 5. Pickett back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Boswell for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On first down, Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Olszewski now to return.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
There is Deontay Johnson as the Steeler offense gets set for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the give, this is Harris. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll run again with Harris. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Harris. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
And sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Pickett.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 21. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Playmakers, step up right now.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Being chased out left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Pickett to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
They run with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here's Pickett. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off play action, Pickett.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett finds Pickens out right.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Pickett now on first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset, and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game.
Now Pickett.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. And that time they went with a fade on 4th and goal. Did not work out.
Now, how do you feel about that type of a call? Because I've been with you long enough. I don't think the fade route in that situation is one of your favorites.
I just think you're putting yourself into a corner. You don't have any margin for error, right?
I agree with you totally. You tend to run out of real estate. You've got to make sure you run that route so well that you're allowed to fade and catch the football and come down in bounds. I think that's one of the reasons we've seen the fade stop come into play so well, because now it's a little bit more of an easy throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 24-20, 47 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Pickett. That's to Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Pickett to throw. Pass complete to Harris.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Connecting with Johnson. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.